Hi everybody, my name is Armin, physiotherapist from Easy Therapy, and today what I'd like to discuss is 3 important things a therapist can do to help build and increase their caseload. Alright, so first tip, always rebook your client midway through your session. Do not wait until the very end and then try and see what works best for them or figure out a time. Have some form of an idea as to when they can come in next. Preferably try and bring this up or engage them in these conversations while you're actually doing some form of a treatment, something where they're really finding value in, and at that point there's a little bit more of a buy-in. Ask them then, when's the next time you could come in? What works best for you? Morning, evenings? At our clinic, we often book the patient in ourselves, so the practitioners have full control of that, which is pretty darn sweet because then you can book that patient at any time, whatever works best for you. If you have to have the patient go to the front desk and book in then, when you're having these kinds of conversations, then you're already getting them thinking so that once they're there, they already know what they want. You should always have a good idea in terms of what your schedule is looking like as well to make sure that it best fits that client's needs. My tip number 2, at the end of the session, make sure you conclude or go over things that you discussed. Review with them what your diagnosis was, how many times a week you need to see them to make sure that they get the best result, and why. The client needs to understand why it is that they are coming back. What are you doing for them? One thing that I often explain to the client, I say, listen, seeing a physiotherapist 2 times a week, 3 times a week, as per their recommendations, it's kind of like, let's say if you had some form of an infection and you had to take antibiotics. And if your doctor tells you, hey, you got to take these antibiotics 2 times a day for a week, for example. And let's say a week later you go back to see your doctor and you say, doc, I'm still sick, but here you are with a full bottle of pills that you haven't taken. Whose fault is that really? Like, are you going to really look at the doctor and say, I'm not really better? Well, you didn't take your pills on a timely fashion. And so it's the same thing when it comes to physiotherapy treatment. When we're prescribing, and if we recommend 2 times a week, 3 times a week, there should be a reason. There should be some evidence backing that up. And as a result, you want the patient to follow that. So making sure that they fully understand that, giving them that prescription, and making them understand their diagnosis are key things in terms of them having that buy-in, building confidence around you, and them really understanding that, yeah, the goals are aligned and you're there to really help them with their recovery. For my 3rd tip, make sure at the end of your first session that client is walking away with something, whether that's your business card, whether it's a piece of paper with your logo on it, your phone number on it, whether it's exercises that they're walking away from. You want them to walk away with something in their hand. This person is committing their time to actually come in to see you, and they're paying for it. They're paying their hard-earned money for this. You want them to walk away with something. You know, a lot of times, for example, you can go to Best Buy, Walmart, whatever, and you buy a product, you buy a TV, you spend $2,000. Well, you're walking out with a TV, with a product, something you can feel, something you know what you paid for. But when you go to a therapist, sometimes there will be clients that are walking away and they'll kind of say, what did I even do? What did I pay for, right? So you want them to at least walk away with something. In addition to all the treatment, and in addition to all the value that you gave them, if they can take something home with them, they're always going to remember you just a little bit better. And who knows, maybe this person is just going to put your card aside and never look at it. But you know what? 2 years down the line, a few months down the line, their friend needs a physio or whatever it might be, your card's there, they'll recommend that and you will be getting that business. So make sure that when your client is walking away, give them your card, they have your contact information, and make sure that they know your name. So those are my 3 tips as to helping build a healthy caseload and staying busy, but at the end of the day, delivering good service and really helping patients out. If you have any comments or if you have any sort of suggestions or ideas, would love to hear it, always open to it. Thanks again for checking us out. My name is Armin from Easy Therapy, and I look forward to seeing you again.